Naturally.
She wants to. She said I have really cute hair, and she likes my art. We could paint together sometime if I wanted. Okay,
What
we're
was
in
that?
this.
What was that one scene in Titanic where like he paints the naked
Bullshit.
lady? Yeah, make a reference to that.
Yeah, I'll get her to paint me. Right?
Yeah.
That's the idea. So you want to paint me, but instead of painting the canvas, you paint my cock
Exactly.
with your paintbrushes. And by paintbrushes, I mean your mouth and area
And
between
we're
your legs.
rolling. Hi everybody. Welcome to the Suicide Hotline. I'm here with I'm here
Merry
with Cyborg
Christmas!
and Santa Claus. Welcome.
Oh,
Yeah,
Santa
well,
Santa's
deniers
real.
get
I got the
wrecked.
real Santa Claus on.
I'm very real. And to those Santa deniers, well, there's gonna be plenty of coal underneath your tree this year.
And you know what they say about burning the coal.
Oh, you pay the toll, that's for sure. And if you keep denying me, well, guess what? You'll have some fucking 20 gauge in your ass, bitch.
Now, Cyborg, what do you want for Christmas? Now that you have the
Very
opportunity to talk to Santa. Yeah.
what do I want for Christmas? Well, Santa, I would love a what are those things called? I would love a microphone preamp for Christmas,
A
specifically.
microphone, a preamp. Oh,
Yes,
are you a
I'm sure
musician, my
your
boy?
elves. Arguably, you could say that depending on your opinion of my music.
Well, I've
Neither
been looking at
amuse.
your SoundCloud, and you've been a very good boy this year. You've made some fucking bangers.
I have. Well, thank you, Santa. It means a lot. Everyone knows
That's true.
Santa
That's
has
true.
great taste.
Of course, only the best.
The elves love it too, right?
I think the elves love your music, and if they don't, well, I have a gun.
Yeah, luckily the North Pole is a right to work state, I believe, right? You could technically fire them for any reason.
Oh, I
I would hope
could.
so. I would hope so, and that would be
I
a
could.
great reason to fire them if they don't like my shit.
I could also fire them from their lives. Oh, oh.
Well, now we know how Santa, gets it done. Now we know how he gets the whole world
It's
presents
efficient.
Well, I
in
don't
one
fuck
night.
around.
He does not fuck around. Efficient, ruling with an iron fist. We love to see it.
Iron Fist is the best fist. So speaking of music, is music a hobby or a passion?
Um, I would say that it has to be a bit of both, really. Because if it's a passion, I feel like you might take yourself a bit too seriously, and you might kind of lose some of the like fun in it because it's very very easy to get caught up in like passion projects and get so caught up in trying to make your passions like perfect and like make it like the best fucking thing that's ever existed that you might end up never releasing anything at all. So I think that it should be a passion, but also you should think of it as if you're not having fun with it and you're not it doesn't make you laugh and doesn't bring joy into your life, then like you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, but can't you have fun with a passion?
I would say so, but I think it helps to take it a little less seriously because you'll get more stuff put out. I think a lot of people who look at things in purely like a sort of passion project, you almost get so self-absorbed into it and you're creating it completely just for yourself that you forget that like a big part of music is your listeners. And if you're locked up in your room on your passion project for months and months not releasing anything, like you're not giving the people who actually like to hear your stuff like new content,
Yeah.
so there's a definite balance, I
And
think,
you're gonna end up
between
with
it.
no one that listens to your music.
Exactly, because they're gonna be like, if it were purely a passion project, I would have released like probably one or two songs in this like last 6-month period. But you got to learn to, just push it out and have fun with it. Say, you know what, maybe it's not gonna be perfect. Just put it out now. They'll hear it. They like it.
Yeah. I
Start
like how
something
you
new.
go through so many different
That's a
genres.
very good standpoint.
Yeah, my brother was actually talking to me a few nights ago. My mom somehow found my music. I'm not sure how she found it.
Oh dear.
I told her I make it, but luckily, none of my music is very like controversial, I'd say. So she really liked it, and my brother did too. And my brother said that the only thing is, it kind of sounds like I'm just making my own version of other like genres and stuff, which is kind of true. I have a habit of getting really into like one specific sound for a little bit and getting, kind of autistically obsessed with it and trying to recreate it, and I fall in love with it, and then I'm like, okay, that's done. I like this sound now, I like this
Mhm.
instead.
I mean, it adds variety.
So I'm still kind of trying to find it. I'm trying to find my sound, I would say, right now. I'm still kind of honing in on it, but I think I'm getting close with the last few. I think I'm kind of funneling it in, narrow focusing it.
Yeah, you're.
Link Cable is a very good track. Although I have to say, I really like recursive functions. I think that's really slept on.
I think so too. That was the one that took the longest to write the lyrics for. That took me so long. And the funny thing about that song is, I don't know if anyone or either of y'all or anyone who might be listening has seen Legend of the Galactic Heroes, the anime.
I've not seen it.
It's posted every once in a while. It's the one with it's like a space opera. There's the Galactic Empire and the Free Planets Alliance. But anyway, the chord progression to that song is actually the same as the first ending for it. I just took the chord progression from the ending, and then I added some sevenths and some ninths on top of the chords instead of just majors and minors, and I changed the order around a little bit. I'd say anime music in general is a big influence on a lot of the stuff I
Yeah,
do.
we don't condone anime here on the Suicide Hotline, but anime music, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Anime gets you on the naughty list, kids. Don't
Oh
watch
no,
anime.
don't worry. Don't watch any anime made after like say the late 90s. It's all
Yeah, because
paused
it
after
becomes
that.
like trash. Yeah.
Yeah. Initial D is a good one. Cowboy Bebop's a good one too. Anything by Masaki Yuasa I can get behind, like Ping Pong, the Tatami Galaxy. They're kind of, artsy fartsy new ones. But for the most part, by and large, yeah, don't watch anime. It gets you on the naughty list. It's not something you want to waste your time on.
It rots your brain, and
Yeah.
the time you spend watching anime could be spent doing literally anything else.
It could be spent, popping 12 Benadryl like so many people do apparently
Oh
now.
my god.
Oh, Benny Drill. It's my favorite. I love Benny Drill.
Or you can, I don't know, make music, but yeah, Benadryl. I love Benadryl.
Yeah, one of them's a lot easier. You can either make music or pop Benadryl, and you take a guess what most of them
Mhm.
choose, right?
I think Benadryl can be used to inspire your thoughts. I've actually thought about this when I was like manic and really hysteric from driving back home. I was off of nicotine and caffeine, no sleep, and I realized I think the bands in the 80s and 90s they were onto something when they did a lot of coke to write some of their songs, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I
They were really onto something.
when I used to be more of a drug user, I would write songs while doing coke, and it does help. It kind of makes the thoughts like flow out a lot quicker, but I wouldn't say it makes it worth it. I wouldn't say the negatives don't outweigh the positives.
Yeah, because like you might write a banger, but is it worth it for your body?
Yeah, you might write a banger and then you'll look like these fucking rock stars look like, like
Oh
40
Mhm.
yeah.
years after. They don't look pretty. I have not seen a single one of those hair metal or hard rock, Poison, Def Leppard dudes. Like, they don't look very good even for their age.
Unless they got like a bunch of surgeries, which isn't a path you want to go down.
Oh yeah, that's the truth. Yeah, if you're successful enough, you can just get the surgeries and then you can have your coke and eat it too.
So you've been making music for a while now. I don't think is Cyborg your first project, or have you had past experiences with it, with music in general?
No, yeah, Cyborg is my third or fourth project now, depending on like how you want to classify it. My first foray into like recording music, I think I would have been 13,
Wow.
and I had a friend. He wanted to be a rapper, and so he told me that his uncle downloaded this thing called Fruity Loops. And he called it Fruity Loops, even though it hadn't been. I think it was still called Fruity Loops back then, actually.
Fruity Loops is FL,
And
right?
yeah.
Yep. Fruity
And
Loop Studio.
I was 13 years old or so, and he was like, "Yeah, you need to make some beats for me." And so I said, "Okay," and I went home and I legally bought FL Studio, if you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
legally,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah, I
I
feel
leg-
you. You had to,
I
ask your parents permission. Yep.
I asked my parents for my birthday money early
For
to
sure.
buy
Yep.
FL, and
I feel you.
I made some of the worst hip hop beats for 2 years of my life. I had like 3 phasers on every single instrument, like
Smoking that
just
step Sweetenizer pack.
yeah, that step sequencer, like randomizer, just a pattern that went on. It was absolutely terrible. I wish I still had some of it to share.
You should post it on your SoundCloud.
If I can, so the thing is, I have the very first stuff was it was deleted because I had to format my computer
Aw.
because I was a stupid kid and I
Bummer.
locked myself out of it. I freaked out. So
No.
my mom had these parental controls on the computer. And so to get around that, I played this game called Maple Story. It was like this Korean MMO. And I would have to ask for the password every time I wanted to log onto it, which was all the time because I was a fucking loser and that's all I ever did. So I changed the command prompt to the icon for Maple Story, and I asked my stepdad to give me the password, but he was really giving me the admin password in the command prompt. And I put in the code. I thought it would tell me what the password was. It said like something something password, and I put it in, but it randomized the password, and I wasn't expecting that. So I freaked out and I logged out, and then I couldn't log on again, and I told my mom that it was a virus or something. And so I had to, I had to wipe it. So I lost all of the early C9K hip hop beats are gone forever.
Are you sure you didn't
Damn.
just trick yourself into forgetting that you went on some naughty website and actually got a virus?
That has happened before. That was one of the times. It's been wiped like 3 times, but that time specifically was me freaking out because I accidentally randomized all the passwords.
Do you still have any of your old stuff left anywhere? Like, I don't know, hard drive?
Let's see. Yeah, so I was actually gonna ask my mom before I go back to Nashville if she could find the old computer and I could see if I can recover that hard drive. Because if so, there's probably a lot of like projects that I could do some tweaks to, remaster a bit and put out. There's probably like easily out of the like hundreds of files on there, there's probably a few dozen that are pretty good songs that I could remaster and put out
On
again.
April 1st, just take like all of them, put them into an album, and just post it. Boom.
Yep.
No context at all,
Don't
yeah.
explain it. Just be like, just put it on
That'd be
SoundCloud. Ask neat new releases. Don't elaborate further.
Oh, that'd be fucking hilarious. I'm gonna have to remember that. I really hope that she hasn't thrown away. I mean, it's been like over a decade now since that hard drive has been sitting there. And I have a second
Also,
hard drive too with
don't
stuff
forget
on
to
it.
mic up the amp.
Don't forget to mic. That is correct. Some of
Yep.
y'all don't mic the amp, and it shows, bro. Trust me. Trust me, we can tell.
For someone that doesn't know what that means, could I get some
It's an
elaboration?
ICB.
Yeah, it's a bit basically when you record guitars, you want to plug it into the amp, and then you take your instrument mic and you put it like right up against the amp, like maybe an inch away. And you turn the gain down super low. That's how I record guitars, and that's the kind of the standard procedure to record guitars. But a lot of people, when they're first starting out, myself included, they just take their guitar and plug it directly into the interface, like with a cable, and then put an amp sim on it. And that really, you really lose a lot of like the character of the sound, and it makes it sound really flat and like really kind of dull. If you probably know the sound I'm talking about, you probably just don't like
Yeah,
know how to
Mm-hmm.
articulate like
I
the
know what you're talking
difference.
about.
But
because
You
I do the
probably know
exact
this.
same shit.
Yeah, so you know the sound. Like it works. It'll get you by. But normally for anyone recording who's listening, you do want to mic the amp. It's not a meme. You do mic the amp. It sounds a lot better. Trust me, your world will forever be altered once you start doing that.
Using real amps, using real guitars, using pianos, that's way better than like doing it through your computer.
I mean,
It's a little bit more authentic.
it's a bit more authentic, and it sounds a bit better because there's a certain amount of like imperfection, I guess you could call it, that is really hard to recreate with software. And I use a lot of software for my songs. Like all the strings are all software, obviously. All of the most of the like arpeggios and like backing synths are like software. But when it comes to like the leads, the rhythm guitar, the vocals, obviously, but like the big important things, you ideally want at least one or two tracks of like a real recording with a microphone. It just adds a little bit of depth to it, and it makes it sound like a bit less like
Robotic.
some fucking shitty demo you made in GarageBand. Well, in my case, it makes it sound a bit more robotic, I guess. But
SoundCloud motherfuckers, take notes. This is actual, like, C9K knows what he's talking, like, for
yeah,
real. This is
Yeah,
not a joke.
you've been making music for a while. Your advice is pretty useful. Speaking of you, robot. Why are you a robot? That was a good transition.
why am I a robot? So I don't know if a lot of people here were around for the whole R9K robot cyborg terminology. I don't know. Is that still used?
I'm aware of
I'm
it. Yeah.
aware of it.
That was
I thought
so
your thing
so
was
I
Homestuck based, honestly.
it the avatar is the original avatar was a recolored Homestuck character. I think Homestuck's fucking sick, but it wasn't specifically based on Homestuck. I already had the idea for a like a red robot character to match my keytar that I could dress up as live when I played, and that kind of matched the auto tune headset I had. Because when I first recorded like the early C9K stuff, I had this really bad headset mic that made my voice sound like a robot anyway. So that's why I kind of made the character a robot, so it wouldn't just sound like someone with a bad headset recording. And the whole thing with C9K, it's obviously a play on R9K. I don't know if people are aware of that or not.
To be honest, I did not get that until just now. I'll be the first to
It
admit
is
that.
R9K, Cyborg9K, and in that terminology, a cyborg is it's like a half robot, half normie. A robot being
Hmm.
uh old speak for like the type of people, real socially awkward, kind of autistic-y.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like a metaphor for growing up, having been socialized by that type of stuff, and then later in life, having to learn how to fit into like the normal world per se, and to the human, quote unquote human world. So that's where the name comes from. It's kind of a history, a bit of robot history for you.
Interesting.
Interesting. You say you used to like waste all your time watching anime and stuff. How did you get out of the loop of spending all day wasting it into like becoming someone that can actually do something with their life and make it?
Hmm. Well, I would hope that I've made it out of the loop. I like to think I'm still in the process of trying to make it out of that. Music does not
Hmm.
pay very well, unless you're like
Especially in the
getting
early
like a lot,
stages.
especially in the early stages. I probably make like $15 to $20 a month off of like streams across every platform. Um, but I'd say just learning for me, what it really was that the kind of existential dread you get when you're like growing older and you're still stuck in the same behaviors that you've been stuck in since like high school and middle school. Like, I moved out pretty early. I moved out of my parents' house, like, basically as soon as I turned 18, and I went from, like, apartment to apartment with, like, the few friends that I had, and every day was the same. It was just working some minimum wage slave job, 40 hours a week. I would come home, I'd get drunk, I'd play Melee. I played a hell of a lot of Melee, um, between the ages of, like, 18 and 22. I actually started going to, like, tournaments, and I started doing pretty good. I got all the tech down,
Oh,
but
that's impressive, but
nobody.
also really sad.
Yeah, yeah, I would come home sometimes with a 40, with, like, a 40 of Old English, and I would come into my room, which was like a dirty mattress on the floor with no sheets or
Face.
anything on it, and my CRT sitting on the floor, and that was it in the whole room, and piles of, like, dirty clothes, and I would just chug my fucking 40s and mindlessly practice Falco tech skill, like, by myself for, like, 5 hours till I passed out and then go to work again, and I guess
uh,
after doing that for a long time, eventually something breaks inside you and you realize that, like, you have to do something, like, actively try to get out of that. You're not just going to happen to, like, get out of it. You have to really push yourself because it's too easy to get comfortable with that type of lifestyle.
so you just kind of got burnt out on Melee and was like, yeah, okay, I
Just
need to do
yeah,
something with
just
my
I got
life.
I got burnt out of just, like, smoking weed, getting high, getting drunk, playing video games, just hanging out with other deadbeats who were doing the same stuff. Like, 'cause I knew I wanted something more than that. Like, I thought it was super cool because I finally had friends, which I didn't really have in high school, and I was like, "Yeah, this is what the cool people do. They do drugs and they fucking do all this shit and they hang out." Even though I was just as big of a loser as I was in high school, I was just also doing drugs now. And,
But in high school, you have potential. When you're
yeah.
doing drugs all life, it's not really like you have any more potential.
Yeah, it takes a lot out of you, so I'd say the biggest thing is just to, like, ask yourself, what am I doing right now to actively make my life better? Because it's very possible that if you're not actively trying to make your life better, you will end up one of those 40-year-old losers who has nothing going for them. It's a very real possibility, and that's the scariest thing. You grow up laughing at those type of people, but as you get older and older, it becomes easier to see, like, how that could happen, you know?
Yeah. Are you still with that social circle of friends?
Um, no, no. The closest person who I still hang out with is this guy named Danny.
Shout
That's
out to
at this
Danny.
shout out to Danny. Yeah, Danny's a real
Shout out
one.
Danny.
At the second house I was living at, or the first house after the first apartment with a few people, there was me and my other deadbeat friend. There was this 23-year-old who was my online friend's older brother who moved in with us for some reason because he wanted to play music with us. But then he kind of went crazy and started thinking he could take his guitar to the astral plane and play for the demons.
Holy
What?
shit.
And he would change.
What?
Yeah, he would do nothing. He restrung his guitar in a way that was like, he had, like, the big string in the wrong place. He had, like, 2 strings going out of, like, 1 fret little hole, like,
That
diagonally crossing the guitar. Like, he went totally
Oh
fucking
my
insane,
god.
and he would chain smoke American Spirit Blacks in his room. He would
that
play Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite for, like, 12 hours a day in the training mode, and
dude,
then play, guitar on the astral plane,
that
and
is me.
he didn't work. He worked like 4 hours a week at a Starbucks, and his mom would just send him his rent money and shit. And, like, he um he would ask me for rides and stuff everywhere, and his mom was sending him money to, like, pay me, but he never told me about that. He also stole my car seats
Holy
and then
shit.
lied about it. Yeah, it was when we
Typical
were cleaning out
Coomer.
the
Oh my
house.
god.
Dude, this dude's a fucking trip. Like I'll let you just imagine all the crazy stuff he could have done. I could go on for hours about all the wild shit. I'll probably tell it to some of y'all and like some VCs and stuff. But it's
That is
yeah.
that's the
But
path you go down if you keep living that destructive
it
lifestyle.
is, and that was also a big wake up call for me because he was only a little younger than I am
Oh,
now.
he was younger than you guys.
No, he was so than I am now. This was in I think
Oh, okay. So okay.
yeah, this was in 2019, 2018, 2019, and he was 23 then, and I am 24 now. So I being surrounded by that, there was also a girl living there who like ran away from home and she was like 16 and lived in one of the bedrooms and then
Oh my god.
That's so
Danny lived on the couch. Danny also he we were playing music one night and he hit up one of my buddies on Instagram and was like, "Yo, dude, that looks sick. Can I hang out?" Never fucking seen this dude in our life. Never hung out with him, and we were like, "Yeah, sure. Where you at? We'll come pick you up." And at the time, he was also hanging out with some fucking hood rat dudes. Like he would like rob people and like jump people on the street and stuff. Like just a real like fucked up dude. And he, had no interest in like music or the arts or anything. And he was like hanging out with us and he actually got like really into like um kind of like more artistic kind of stuff. I remember the first album that he got into was Stratosphere by Duster. And this is a dude who was listening to like nothing but like hardcore gangster rap and shit. And he heard Gold Dust by Duster, which I don't know if you're aware, but it's like a real low chill like down tempo kind of ambient rock thing. And he was like, "Man, this is beautiful, bro. It like soothes me." And and so like
Probably
over the
listen to that
time
while doing heroin.
and like over time we got a lot closer. Me and this other dude named Liam, who he's a piece of shit. I don't talk to him anymore. But we would hang out at this like abandoned warehouse place in the desert in Arizona, and we had these like pipes with like nails and shit out of them. We called them our goon weapons. And we would just like we would hang out there and we would fucking spray paint the shit and like make like fire pits and stuff and just like do nothing, just smoke weed and drink and hang out in the fucking goon house. It was wild. It was fun, but I'm glad I'm over that now, you know. There's some extended
Yeah.
cyborg lore
sad playing
for people
game.
listening.
Thank God you got out of that shitty
Yeah,
lifestyle.
that way it was. I thought it was so cool at the time, but no, looking back at it, like it was a path for destruction for sure.
Okay, but CNIK, can I just say, honestly, your friend smoking black spirits, playing video for 12 hours a day, replace video with just playing guitar autistically like every day. That's me. That is 2000% me, bro. Holy shit,
Literally me.
dude, he's literally me.
Did he also tweet? He had to make banger
um,
tweets too.
no, he didn't make banger tweets at all. He didn't have like any social media hardly. He had an Instagram, but he would just post like these cryptic like drawings of scribbles he would do on his door with marker or something.
That's fucked. Do you have any inspirations when it comes to your music, or is it just going genre to genre, things that you like? Like, are
Uh,
there any specific people you look up to?
probably Hot Mulligan.
No
That's a
way. You're
that's a
fucking
big one.
lying. Shut the fuck up. You're lying. Shut the fuck up. You are so full of shit.
No,
You
yeah,
are
I'm full of shit. No, that's a bit of an inside joke.
fucking
Um,
hot. I love Hot Mulligan, dude.
yeah, Hot Mulligan's probably my biggest musical influence. If people really
Dude,
know me, they can tell.
I've
Let
been
me
trying to get a
think.
hold of them. Cat
Get a hold of
cells?
Hot Mulligan. Oh, cat cells.
Yeah, dude.
Cat cells are pretty base. It's kind of funny.
I love the cat cells so much.
I love the cat cells, dude. They're anyone who like starts like drama or any for lack of a better word, like anyone who gets people talking, gets people who like especially gets people to hate on them who like aren't aware of the possible joke, or maybe it's not a joke. I don't know, but it's fun. It's funny. It's interesting. I love them. Shout out to
Yeah.
Cat Cells.
Is the joke that they're gay and weird?
I don't quite know. I guess that would be the joke. Their
Okay.
music isn't bad though. From what I've heard, like they're pretty competent musicians, and personally, I think they're marketing geniuses. I think
Yeah,
shut
they're
the
good at
fuck up.
marketing. I know who
I,
they are, and
yeah,
all of us
everyone
do.
knows who they
So
are, and like that's more than can be said about a lot of us. So,
Yeah.
especially in like 2 months. But as far as real musical influences go, I'd say Pavement is a big one. I
like the
really
stuff you
like,
walk on.
yeah, but like the band also.
Oh, okay, man.
Yeah,
But that would
Stephen
make more sense.
Malcolmus. I think Y is pretty good. That's also a band, not the statement.
Not the
Um,
letter.
yeah, not the letter. No, it's like WHY with a question mark. Y.
What are
And
these names that they're coming up with? The
I
pavement
don't know,
Y.
man. Pavement Y. I like Glass Beach a lot. Their music's really cool. Um, just the Brave Little Abacus, maybe that's a really good one that inspires me a lot. Just like emo math rock stuff, which is it's not stuff that I know how to play because I'm not the best guitarist. I've only started playing guitar around 6 months ago.
No fucking
Really?
shit. Are you kidding me?
That's
Yeah,
so good.
I'm a keyboard player first and foremost, but
Oh, so you know your
um,
scales.
yeah, so I know my music theory like super
Yeah, you
super
know your
well.
theory.
So all I had to do was like Google like how to play like a seventh chord, a ninth chord. Then you just move the bar chord around based on your scales.
And
And
then
so it only
boom.
took me a few
There you
yeah, it
go.
only took me a few months to like really pick it up. I'm not very good at soloing like leads. Most of my leads take like, a lot of takes to get right. And all of my bass lines are done on one string. I just mute the other three strings and I just play the first string.
That's bass. That's cool. Like
It
That's.
is.
I
it's
mean,
funny
you
as
learned it in
fuck.
6 months. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Have
like
you been like? Do you play like 2 hours every day or something?
Um, sometimes I do like playing a lot. Before I would even record stuff, the way I relaxed was just I'd play. I would just sit down, especially on my keyboard. I would get a quick loop on like FL, and I'd program my synthesizers and just play like all these crazy chord progressions and stuff. And it kind of helped me unwind after work. Same thing with guitar,
Nice.
just like practicing a little bit, practicing my bar chords, a few like Neutro Milk Hotel songs or something.
Over. He listens to
Playing piano way better than playing Smash. Is that how you learned music theory?
Yeah, well, I was in one music theory class in high school, so I picked up some of the more advanced stuff from that, like secondary dominance and like when to use like passing tones, leading tones, suspensions, all these fancy fucking things that you hardly even need to know. But I've always been like decently musical from what people have like my parents and stuff have told me. Like I don't know, it just comes naturally. Like a melody, making a melody just kind of comes naturally to me on a keyboard, especially like where the note should go. And theory is just kind of a good way to explain that, to be able to talk to other
Hmm.
people about what you're already doing.
yeah.
I remember reading that when Beethoven was young, like he would just sit by a piano and he would just kind of know how to play it really well. Like from a kid, it was like programmed into him. Would you say that you're kind of like the modern Beethoven?
I'm not deaf.
Like holy
Um,
shit.
I do
Well,
have a
he
I do
wasn't
have a
deaf his
scat
whole life.
fetish. Beethoven's the one
Oh,
who likes poop, right? Or is that Mozart?
I think that's Mozart. Mozart was the
Okay,
weird
I
one.
don't I
Well,
don't
I don't know.
actually
I don't
like
know.
poop, but
Sure,
maybe I
sure you don't.
should. Maybe I should. Maybe it would help me with my music, just as a joke. I think it'd be
Wait,
kind of
did
funny,
Mozart
right?
actually like poop?
One of them liked poop. One of them had a fucking symphony called like
Oh
Symphony
yeah,
for my ass or something.
Mozart and poop, a love story. He was probably just shit posting.
Shit composing.
Literally shit posting. I didn't even know what I meant when I said that.
Oh man, that's some big brain shit.
Literally.
I didn't mean that either. That's based. But yeah, I wouldn't call myself a modern Beethoven. I'm not nearly at that level yet. I would like to get to that level. I do plan on continuing to try to improve, but not yet. I'm definitely not anywhere near that level yet.
Humble.
C9K, I had a question for
Yeah, of
you.
course.
So, what inspired you to make recursive functions and imitation and intimacy?
Hmm. So, recursive functions was actually it was like it was based on a story I had in my head. It wasn't something, but it was it was
Could
based
you
on
could
a
you say that
relationship
again? You
I
cut
had.
out.
Oh, I
Yeah, you
cut
cut
out
out.
my.
Sorry.
It was it was based off of like this story I had in my head of like the end of a dysfunctional relationship between like two people, and they like get into a fight at their shitty apartment and destroy everything, and it was very kind of a fever pitch sort of thing
Okay.
that I could imagine, like if I wasn't better at controlling my emotions, like I could imagine doing something like that if I was like wasn't as like maybe back when I was like 16, 17, like when I was still a bit more angry than I am now. But it's really just a story about the end of a relationship and the pain that kind of comes with um just destroying everything and realizing that it's like your fault, like completely.
Mhm.
And then imitation intimacy is just what it sounds like. It's about basically just how, especially a lot of internet type people, versions, anime dudes, they think that by having sex it'll make their lives like so much better and it'll fix everything, when really it doesn't at all. And it's not what real intimacy is, like Tinder hookups and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just about like the kind of like shallowness and emptiness behind it all.
Mhm.
Um, like if you're just trying to hook up, like cool for you, whatever. But some people look at sex as something that will, like, if they could just do this, they'll be normal finally, and they'll be happy. And it's not gonna make you happy. Like I realized that I was a bit of a late bloomer to I didn't have my first kiss even until I was like 19, and it didn't really make a difference. And I guess realizing that really helps you just focus on yourself, and like you're not going to feel any better by getting a girlfriend or hooking up with someone. You really need to just find happiness and your own contentment and finding things that you like to do that
Mm.
make you happy.
So bitches ain't shit.
Yes,
Quite
yes, bitches
literally.
ain't shit, but hoes and tricks.
Hoes and
Lick on these
tricks.
nuts and suck the dick. Get the fuck out after you're done, etc., etc.
See,
Dr. Dre, I believe, right?
yeah. I
Yeah.
tried telling that to my buddy who's like, "Oh, I just want a girl." And I'm like, dude,
I know you don't,
listen.
man. No, you
I told him like being celibate is probably better for you because you need to find you need to find the things that make you happy and make you whole. And he's trying to do that right now. But I think for him the best thing he needs to do is just, like you said, just do his own thing, figure it
don't.
out.
Yeah, shout out to
That'll
him
come
too.
later.
Like,
I love my buddy Andrew, but like I gotta fucking help him. I've been helping him out recently. I still gotta help him.
Does he have any passions at all?
He does. He loves Vidya, but who doesn't?
of
He
course.
is trying to
Okay.
get into reloading. He loves firearms. He loves shooting guns. Um, I told him he should try to pick up his wind instrument. He played a wind instrument in high school, but he's like, my dad took my phone. Sorry. It's like, fuck, no. Play an instrument. Do
What?
something. He goes to the gym.
Okay, okay. He's not fully lost then.
No, I've just been like I think what he needs is I think he needs an outlet. I think he needs a positive outlet of some kind to kind of manage himself, in my opinion. Because like with me, I started playing guitar, and that's like where I've started to grow a lot is from playing guitar since last year. I think he needs something similar. Maybe not necessarily playing guitar, but still a very similar sort of thing to help him.
Like a hobby, like
A
drawing or
hobby.
playing Lego
Yeah,
or like doing something,
yeah,
something creative.
yeah. Something to bring out his thoughts, and then he'll be like, "Damn, feel better. I'm like good. I'm like goaded." Because I want to see him, and I want to see my male friends especially be at their best.
Especially the male friends. Hell yeah.
Especially, yup, of course.
Yeah, especially the homies. We love to see
Yep.
our homies succeeding.
Because I want my circle to be filled with strong men, and I think, I just want my boys
That's
to be doing
true.
well. It's just that simple.
Yeah,
That's true. I don't mean to
everyone
be
should
a.
work out. Everyone should go to the gym and work out.
Yep.
Anyone listening,
Hell
if you
yeah.
don't work
Raw
out, go work
eggs,
out.
raw eggs, raw meat, raw milk,
Raw
honey.
milk.
You need to get bigger. You need to be constantly snacking. Yogurt, raw eggs, oats. You need to get bigger.
Don't eat the bugs.
Nope.
I don't mean this to be a Andrew interview, but I'm just curious. What does he major in?
What's his field of study?
Yeah.
He is doing nursing.
Okay, so he could like be a nurse or something.
Yeah, he's gonna be a male nurse. And I told him this. I'm like, listen, Andrew, there's a lot of female nurses, as you know, can be quite vindictive. You need to be very careful there. They play politics. I'll have to express that to him. We're gonna be meeting for lunch. Um, as we're recording now, I'll be meeting him for well, we have met for lunch, but I'll be meeting him soon. We're gonna have some lunch, and I'll just tell him the 411, run it down on him. He got very mad at me for like saying like the quote unquote incel mindset I have is like bad, and that the people in the scene I associate with are like horrible people. And I'm like, wow, that's
Like you told him that the
real.
medical industry is fucked up.
No, he agrees. What I was telling him was like, listen, Andrew, listen, I gotta be honest with you. Focus on yourself. Bitches ain't shit. Start being mean to
Oh,
women.
yeah.
I kind of went too far. Honestly, I went a little bit too far with what I should have with what I told him. He got very upset at me on Discord when I was talking to him, and I'm like, listen, okay, I was joking. Very, there's only a slight bit of seriousness there. I was joking, but now he's starting to get it. It's starting to make sense to him. He starts to see things as I do, which is, I mean, it's like I don't want to be like arrogant, but it's like it's not incorrect, right?
Yeah. As soon as you stop jerking off, you stop becoming obsessed with getting laid, and it
Exactly.
just gets better from there.
Stop touching your penis. It's not good for you.
Yeah.
Your
You a
Brill,
penis toucher, Cyborg?
you need to line
What?
your Brill and chakras. Anyway,
Robots don't do that stuff, man.
Okay,
see,
okay. Good, good, good.
C9K gets women to do it for it. That he doesn't need to do it for himself. No, 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 no. He's got that covered.
That's alright. That's Pretty Boy Sexy got that covered.
Yeah, damn straight. So is Pretty Boy Sexy a new? Is that just a pseudonym, or is that going to be like a new project?
It's very a very loose sense a new project. Like I'm not gonna put a lot of effort into it. It's just kind of like funny, pop, sex trap songs, like Drake shit, you know,
Yeah.
like really like stupid, like lowbrow, like I'm a sexy on God, no cap, like that type of stuff.
Oh,
Um, I've been learning how to make trap beats and stuff, so I just created a character to rap over them. It's not a real project though, in case anyone's wondering.
that's fucking awesome.
At
It's
some point,
fun though.
you should combine like trap with emo punk and see what happens.
That's already kind of a thing, right?
That is a
Like
thing, but
like Lil
the
Peep and
cyborg
stuff.
version of it.
Oh, okay, I can see that. I have a few that are kind of like that in the early stages. I have like a lot of
Hmm.
instrumentals right now that are not I don't have lyrics for yet. That it's all I need to do to put them out. I have like 5 or 6 basically done like C9K instrumentals, but I can't come up with lyrics for them.
I mean, I guess since you're a robot, it's hard to get like the emotional lyric stuff out. But you're really good at music theory.
It is. It is. I have to read Wikipedia articles on emotional stuff and then amalgamate them within my robo brain to simulate emotional song, and it gets kind of hard to do after a while.
Yeah. Do you see music as a future career for you?
I would hope so. At least in some facet, whether it's a mixing mastering engineer. Ideally it'd be a performance oriented thing, obviously, but I've kind of put most of my eggs into this music basket. I don't have a lot of like other skills that can make money. I mean, I work out, I cook, I do gardening, and I make music. That's about like the all the only skills I really have. I don't know like school. I still haven't gone to college, and
Fuck college.
So
yeah,
you're an alpha male.
I guess so.
Literally.
I guess so. I cook, I clean, I do all the stuff. I don't need any I don't need a housewife to do it for me. I got all the bases covered.
I was
Can't have
about to
any
say,
talent.
just find yourself a housewife, and then you can focus 100% on music.
Yeah.
It is possible. I would need a house that's not lived in with like 4 or 5 roommates all the time though. That's like the only way I
Li-
can afford right now to live.
Live at her
She
parents' place. Just be like, I
Oh
she
promise,
yeah.
I'll
like
make it
she
soon.
like makes breakfast and she's like, "Honey, I made you breakfast." She's like, "You're like, bitch, shut the fuck up. I'm recording. Get the fuck
Hey,
out.
you ruined my fucking take.
Get the
No,
fuck out, bitch.
if
Leave it at the
someone
door."
made me breakfast, I wouldn't be able to yell at them. That'd be like a really nice thing. I don't think anyone outside of my immediate family has ever made me breakfast. So I'd be really thankful if someone did.
I could be
I
the
might even
first.
keep it in. I might even keep it in the song as a little booster or a little Easter egg. I mean, I'll keep it in the little background. Honey, breakfast is ready. Oh my god, your penis is so large. And I'll keep that in the song, and then I'll be like,
Make
"Oh, what? I didn't realize that was still in the recording. Fuck,
Oops.
man.
Too
Oops. Oh
bad.
my god. Whoa,
Ja.
your balls are so good, Cyborg. They're so big and round, and they come good."
make that a lyric in one of the songs that you don't have lyrics for.
That'll be the lyrics. Maybe it'll be a Pretty Boy Sexy song. I had this idea to get a like a girl to be like, "Oh my god, pretty boy sexy, you so sexy." Or something like that for like
Bryn.
the yeah, yeah, that'd be
Bryn.
dope.
Get Bryn on there.
For the
Listen,
producer tag, like the
yeah,
thing to do at the beginning.
yeah,
Like,
like
"Oh my god,
Bryn
pretty
will
boy
do it for you.
sexy." I've
She'll
never
literally, oh my gosh, she wants to be on any song ever in the scene. I'm telling you that right now. Okay.
I've never said a single word to Brand, not gonna lie. I've never talked
She
to a single girl in this entire scene.
good. Good. I'm so proud of you. Round of fucking applause. I'm so proud of you. You've done something that everybody in the scene does. No, 99% of everybody does that where they're like, "Oh my god, girl?" I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty as fuck. I have an e-girlfriend. It's over. But listen, that's not the point. The point is you've succeeded. You might be the smartest fucking man in the whole scene right here. I'm proud of you. Bottom of my heart.
Well,
God
thank you, Reddit.
bless.
I've seen what these e-girls can do to otherwise respectable musicians. So
Yeah, I Oh yeah.
I've
Yep.
seen what can happen. It's that forbidden fruit, man. It's that apple and
I've
Eve Garden of Eden. You know.
I've bitten I've bitten the forbidden fruit and it's it's been a wild ride. It's actually funny. My e-girlfriend, she used to produce and make music in like FL. It's quite interesting. And I want to collab with her on a song. She's like, "No, I don't want to sing." And I'm like, "Bitch, shut the fuck up. You're gonna sing. I don't care." That's gonna
Yeah, just
be
sing. It'll be fun.
yeah, like exactly. I'm like, listen, we're gonna make this song. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome, and it's gonna be cool. maybe you can mix it, maybe I can mix it. I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't really matter.
It's hard enough. It's hard enough, like talking to like girls in real life all the time. So I wouldn't want to like also have to talk to like another person all the time on the internet.
It's like a dumbed down version of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a very good boyfriend, I don't think.
What's
I
the
mean,
topic? I just got back.
I was just saying how I don't think I wouldn't be a good boyfriend because I don't play video games really at all like anymore.
Mm.
I'm not even really online very often. I'm either recording music or like doing something in real life, but that's just part of getting older, I guess.
I mean, you're doing useful things, that's for sure. Like I'd say at my age of like in between 18 to 21, I can like have an e-girlfriend and make it work. And compared to like you being
Yeah,
in your
yeah, it's
20s,
gonna work. It's gonna
yeah,
work for
mate.
sure, man, for sure.
If yeah, oh god. You're obviously a lot older, so like obviously, yeah, I'm not retarded, so I'm gonna go garden or fucking like make a banger instead of talking to women, which is I admire that. Ugh.
I mean, yeah, it's called an e boyfriend, not an e man. Like if you're a man, you're not gonna
Yeah, if
eat
you're a
it.
man, yeah, yeah, if you're a man, you're like, all right, how the fuck can we make this mix sound not like shit?
You
Yeah.
get
Because
Brent
like,
on it. You get Brent to sing on it. That's how you get it to not sound like shit.
maybe.
We have a segment where the last guest asks a question for our next guest, right?
Mhm.
And our last guest wanted to ask you, quote, pooped or farted.
Pooped or farted?
I don't control them.
Yeah, yeah. Let me
Pooped
see.
or farted.
Pooped or farted? Well, if we're asking which one occurred more recently, probably farted. Um,
Farted?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm partial to a good poop. There's nothing like a good poop.
Yeah.
Um,
Honestly.
likewise, on the contrary, there is nothing quite as bad as a unsuccessful poop, like a poop that does not want to happen.
Or a fart that turns into fucking
Yeah, a
diarrhea.
fart that turns into a poop. That's never good. I've been sick and I've had a few close calls where I think that might happen. So, big negative shout out to Sharts. Go fuck yourself.
Fuck
The
'em.
worst. Yeah, fucking hate fucking Sharts. But
Shout out to Sharts.
on the whole, I'd say poop because most of the time, poop is more controlled than a fart. If you're pooping, you're 9 out of 10 times you are actively trying to poop. Whereas with a fart, there is some times where you can't fart because you're like in a quiet room with a lot of people and stuff.
Yeah, and
So,
pooping is like satisfying. Farting? Does anyone enjoy farting?
yeah, unless you've been trying to unless you've been holding it in for a long time.
I would
No,
And
leave
then you might
that.
as well poop if you're holding it in.
I would leave the
exactly.
fart enjoyment to my friend Brat Pilled Goo on Twitter.
Shout out to Brat Pilled.
Shout
Oh
out Brat
God.
Shout
Pilled, I
out to
love you.
Bratfield Goo on Twitter
Yup.
for farting.
Yeah, let's go. I love you, buddy.
Do you have a question for our next guest?
Oh man, let's see.
Literally anything.
So if it's gonna be a musician, I want to ask what what do you think makes your music um different and I guess more unique? What is the standout kind of what are the standout qualities of your music like that define that make you different from just everyone else in the scene? Like what
That's
what
a
are you
really good
doing? Yeah,
question
what
compared to poop or farted.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question.
So yeah, what are you doing or what do you hope to do to make your music unique compared to the scene in general? Like how do you differentiate yourself and your sound?
That's a really good question.
Yeah, so here's hoping that it is a musician. If it's an artist, if it's like a visual artist, or same thing, what do you consider like your trademark, like the unique feature of your art? But
It could work with like a YouTuber
yeah,
or a visual
whatever
artist.
you make,
Yeah.
whatever your form of art is, like what is it that you are doing that you think that nobody else is, either no one else is doing, or that at least no one else in the scene is doing right now,
Yeah. Even if it's a carpenter.
What makes your carpentry so different? That's a very interesting question.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to interview a carpenter next.
I think people should ask themselves that, like in anything, like what is the reason why I should listen to your music?
Well, why should we listen to your music?
Because it's good, and because I mic the guitar, or I mic the amp.
Hey, listen. That's honestly fair. Like that's true. I agree with C9K, like, and that whole contention, like, and an artist should like at least find a source of inspiration and go from the inspiration to their self.
Yeah, exactly. That's it's very important to carve out your own little micro in your art. And I mean, I've noticed I have a lot of people who really listen to like a lot of shit I make, well, 50 times a day sometimes, and some of them are completely outside the scene as well, which I find interesting. I have a lot of fans on like Instagram and stuff who will message me about a song they like, and then I'll go to their profile and they're not following like anyone else in the scene, or maybe they're following like one smaller artist in the scene. And it's that's always really cool when you get like people outside of the discords and the
Yeah,
SoundCloud community who are, so that like your music is spreading beyond just like a
there
small
is an
little
outreach.
niche. Yeah, exactly.
That's when you know it's good.
You know it's good as fuck when people are like, "Yo, you ever hear of C9K? Cyborg9K? Yeah, he's good as fuck." Like you're
Yeah,
talking to a
you
normie.
ever heard of Pretty Boy Sexy? He's
Yeah.
good as fuck, dude.
You
That
ever hear
fuck boy goes
He's
hard.
me?
like Kanye but better.
Yeah, he's like Kendrick Lamar. The lyricism of Kendrick Lamar and the production of Kanye and the
He a
swag
white
of
boy.
Drake. And he's white too.
He a white boy.
All rolled into one. I'm white enough. I'm not actually white.
No, no. Don't tell me you're brown. Listen, do not tell me you're brown. No. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, please.
No, I'm gray, dude. Haven't you seen my pictures?
Yeah,
I
you're
have
gray as
steel
fuck.
skin. I have
You're
steel
about the
skin.
you're the color of the freaking Discord desktop application on dark.
Exactly, yeah. That's
Holy.
not very white. Do I It's fine. You can in everyone's head canon, I can be whatever race they want me to be.
True.
Cyborg9K is a universal globalist icon.
Oh, so you're a globalist now.
So
Universal
one,
trademark.
yeah, exactly. Shout out to what's his name?
George Soros.
George
Shout out to
Soros.
shout out to the World Economic Forum. Shout
Yep.
out to Hans Schwab, or whatever the bald
Agenda
dude's name
21.
is.
Klaus Schwab.
Yeah, shout out to Klaus Schwab. You will own nothing. You'll be happy. Can't wait.
Yep. For real.
No, I don't. I like owning stuff.
Reppin' Agenda 21. Let's go.
I enjoy owning like my synthesizers.
Let
I don't want to rent my
Let's not
synthesizers
get into
from the World
extremism here.
Economic Forum.
Speaking of carving your own
Whoa.
niche, well, we were just speaking about that. We have a very fun segment where basically we like to do a cover of a song with our guest.
A cover.
Santa
Okay.
Claus. Would you like to explain it in a Santa Claus voice?
Oh, you fucking bastard. Give me a minute. I'm grinning so hard right now. It's fucking. Oh. Well, you see, C9K, you go on the show and, crazy here. We go into a watch together and we listen to a song and we sing along. We sing
Well,
along to a
that
beautiful
sounds like a hoot
song.
and a half. I would love
It's really
that.
fun.
I hope I know the song.
Do you know the song "All I Want for Christmas Is
Well,
You"?
I bet if I pull up the lyrics, I could.
It goes
do
like
it.
this. Ready? All I want for Christmas
want
is
for
you.
Christmas
Christmas
is
is
you.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
We're
I'll
gonna do
I'll pull
great.
up the lyrics, and let me clear. I'm gonna clear my throat a little bit. I still have the lingerings of a cold, but I'm gonna mute my mic so I can hack my lungs up real quick.
For sure.
Yeah, I've had a little bit of a at the time of this recording, a little bit of a interesting day, but I've had enough vocal training for today, so I'm gonna do my best.
Awesome. C9K was kind of telling me about how he was going over a cold, so I hope this isn't like too much right after the cold.
Yeah. I reckon it'll be just fine.
All right. If I start coughing, I still feel a lot of congestion in my throat, but I think I can sing.
Let me know if it's too much. I don't want to make
Carey.
your voice worse. I think I have an ad right now. There's like a little camel or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a donkey or something.
Yeah, is that the real one?
I can't see it. I have the Brave web browser. Get wrecked, kid.
I see All I Want for Christmas Is You now popped up.
Yup. Do we have the lyrics pulled up?
So are we all just gonna sing it, or are we like taking turns in the verses, or what's going on?
We're all gonna sing.
Just
We're all
sing.
gonna sing. I guess yeah, you
Yeah,
can
I
edit
can-
it in
yeah.
post if you wanted to.
Exactly.
Yeah. Open up your chat box on the bottom right. I'm gonna send a message in there.
On the watch together.
Yep.
Oh, who sent
Awesome.
that? What the hell?
All right,
Okay.
perfect. I'll do. Also for the yeah.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There's just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need, and I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace. Santa Claus will make me happy with a toy on Christmas Day. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. Oh, I won't ask much this Christmas. I won't even wish for snow, and I'm just gonna keep on waiting underneath the mistletoe. I won't make a list and send it to the North Pole for Saint Nick. I won't even stay awake to hear those magic reindeer clip. Here tonight, holding on to me so tight. What more can I do? Oh, all I want for Christmas is you. All the lights are shining so brightly everywhere. And the sound of children's laughter fills the air. And everyone is singing. I hear those sleigh bells ringing. Santa, won't you bring me to the to me? Oh, I don't want a lot for Christmas. This is all I'm asking for. I just wanna see my baby standing right outside my door. Oh, I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. All I
Beautiful song. I loved it.
That was fucking badass.
I did cough a few times through that around the middle.
Holy shit.
I had to lower the octave for the second half. The first half, I was straight up like screaming some of the lines.
Nice.
I was going all out. I was yelling. I'm sure everyone in the house just heard me screaming, "All I want for Christmas is you" off key.
That's fucking. Hey, that's the best part about the podcast is singing. It's actually
Yeah.
a unique idea from Crazy. I really like that.
It's really fun. It was really. Oh, dude, my waveforms look like a fucking Fried by Fluoride song, bro.
Those are the best kinds of waveforms, bro. If that sine wave ain't clipping, bro, it
Yeah.
ain't it.
If it's not a rectangle, let me I'm gonna give it a listen real
Yeah.
quick.
Put a compressor
Ah!
on that.
Oh my god, that hurts.
Put
I
a
just blew my fucking ears out listening to my own recording. It's not on key.
Bro, you use a microphone to record a dynamic mic? Nah, bro, I use my cell phone. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, this is gonna be the lowest quality C9K vocal recording that I've ever done.
Nah,
Done on a
nah.
gamer mic.
Highest quality, you mean, right?
Yeah, highest quality. This is real
Highest quality.
real
Oh,
gamer quality.
no wonder it was peaking.
Yeah, I'm on a fucking gamer mic, dude. I'm not even on my like SM58.
Oh shit, no wonder it was peaking. That makes a
Yeah,
lot of
it's
sense.
peaking so bad. Hold on, I'll send the chat. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna take a screen cap of it and I'll show you what it looks like.
Fried by fluoride in the lab, like,
Control print
is it
screen.
past?
You think if 13-year-old you saw the singing that you did right now, he would decide not to do music?
Oh, probably not. There we go.
Holy shit.
I'm just gonna take Control A and just compress it down.
You could do the An Hero EQ where he does effect equalization and then put the radio walkie-talkie filter on it. That's what he did for his early work, by the way. That's some An Hero lore.
That's
True
all.
story.
Oh, that's not what he does now, though, right? Like,
No, he doesn't do that now. He
yeah,
actually,
it doesn't
fun
sound
fact,
like that now.
hold on. Fun fact, he doesn't EQ any of his new stuff now.
I've heard that. I've heard he doesn't. Does he like pan it and stuff at all?
Yeah, he pans it. Yeah, he
Okay.
pans left, right, center, but he doesn't EQ it. That's based. That's cool
It's pretty
as
based.
fuck.
Well, it's what? It's just like one. It's like a rhythm guitar track, a lead guitar track, a bass and drums and vocals, right?
Yeah.
Like he has pretty minimalist like production. It's pretty like pretty pure rock punk kind of pretty cool. I like that.
Actually, I'm gonna
Very minimalist hardcore punk.
since I've actually not told I've not told this story on the podcast because obviously like I've had one podcast with An Hero before we met IRL at both Virgin Fest and in his state. I was outside of his house after like driving to his state, and I'm outside of my car smoking Marlboro Red, and I text him and I say, "Hey, I'm here," and I'm expecting him to come out that door. No, as I'm smoking, I see this motherfucker come down the street on a skateboard.
Based.
It was the funniest introduction ever. It was like kind of awkward at first, but it was cool over time. Like we got along very well, and I love that man. He's cool.
I like An Hero.
Was he good at it?
What's up?
Was he good at skateboarding? Like
He's
he didn't
good,
look
yeah.
goofy or anything?
I mean, he knows what he's doing. I've never ridden a skateboard, but his technique, his shit, it looked good. Like I don't think it was bad. He wrote a song
Hell
called
yeah.
Skateboard, so I don't know.
Yeah, he must know how to skateboard.
Like literally, yeah. Shout out An Hero. Go follow An Hero. So
Yeah, listen to An Hero on SoundCloud.
yep, and Spotify. Buy his merch when he releases it, and he stops fucking being lazy.
When's it? Is it designed already? Is there like An Hero
No,
merch
it's just
designed yet?
he just isn't getting it. Like he hasn't gotten around to it. He literally could, and like he'll like make like well over a couple $100 from merch sales, but he's just like I'm lazy. He's in college, so like you have to understand like he's like that's draining his energy, his like vril. I'm in college too, so it's like draining me as well when there's like no girl draining me. So it's like fucking it's the
Based.
worst shit ever. Shout out
I
to my
really want to go to
e-girlfriends.
college. Shout out to e-girls.
Wait, you
Big
want to go to
shout out.
Shout out
college?
to what?
You want to go to college, C9K? Really?
I want to go just cause like I don't know, it seems like fun. Like
For friends?
just like to have friends and like to I don't know. I was always good at school. Like I always got like really good grades on the tests and shit. and like
I mean, you are a robot.
yeah, exactly. So I feel like I could be good at college. A lot of people, I'm like the only one in my family so far not to go to college, and like people in my family are like super fucking smart. My one of my cousins works at a lab in like California, like he's a scientist or something. I don't even know what kind of scientist, but like a lot of people in my family do stuff like that, and then I'm like fucking 24 and I'm just recording SoundCloud rock.
You're doing what you like. I respect that.
It is what I like to do. It's all I've ever wanted to do was play music and have people listen. And I've been recording music for so long, and next to nobody has ever fucking like paid me any attention for it. So it's really cool to get like the tiniest bit of like validation that people do like what I'm making and do want me to continue making it, you know?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Sky's the limit from here. You made it onto your first podcast.
Sky's the limit. I did. I made it onto my first podcast. Hopefully people don't stop listening to me when they hear my personality. I like my personality, but
No, I think your
maybe it'll
personality's
alienate some
cool. Fuck
people.
that.
Yeah, that's
I
great.
don't know. It's maybe some people will hate. They're gonna be haters, and they're gonna figure out that I'm a fake cell apparently, and boycott
Bro,
me.
everybody in the scene has either had a girlfriend, is dating a girlfriend, or has had an ex-girlfriend.
or
That
is
makes
or
up
is
90% of the people.
or is Gravehenge.
Or is Gravehenge. Like,
Shout out to Gravehenge.
shout out follow Gravehenge.
Yeah,
Gravehenge
fucking
buddy, listen. I got a lot of love. A lot of love. Listen, I love you, buddy. Stay strong. But yeah, you're either fake cell or Gravehenge. like,
yeah. Where do you place yourself on the fake cell to Gravehenge continuum?
I'm fake cell all the way, dog.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
it's over.
Oh man, I didn't text this girl back this whole time. It's over.
Nah, you gotta lead them on. You gotta keep her interested.
Oh,
Treat
never
her.
mind. She just messaged me again right now. It's cool.
You made her double text?
Yeah, I
Oh
guess so.
Oh
shit,
yeah.
badass.
You got her.
Treat her like a queen. She will leave you unseen.
She has a cat. I want to go hang out with her cat. And one of her pictures is a picture girls do where they put their ass on the sink.
Oh my.
Oh,
So like
what?
that's how you know you're in there. That's how you
Oh,
know it's like first date. It's easy. It's over.
yep. Very swimming first date. I can tell you that much.
She has a cat too. I want to hang out with her cat. I really like cats a lot.
Oh, a real cat. I don't want to see your pussy. Show me your cat. Kitty cat.
Well, yeah, the cat first.
Cat first.
Well, see, I don't mind C9K just like doing what he does, like being a player. Like it is what it is. Guys have it tough as it is nowadays.
No, see the thing is, I was literally a virgin, like almost 21. So, so I've earned my right to.
Yeah, I literally I don't like listen. Before I met my girlfriend, I was kind of doing roughly the same thing you are, C9K, and then I realized like this is spiritually not good for me, and I stopped doing
Yeah, I know it's spiritually. I don't like doing it. It's a weakness of mine, I will say. I
that
don't
sort
recommend
of.
it. That's kind
Yeah,
of yeah, I don't recommend it. It's something I want to get better at, but that day is not today, I guess.
I think you will eventually get better at that. It's just like for me, I realize like I need to stop doing this because it's just not good for me. I'm not gonna get any there's not anything that's gonna be gained, and so I stopped doing it, and then fucking I became one of the luckiest men on earth within
Based.
last month. So,
You're gonna have an e-wife before you know it.
When's the
bro,
e-marriage?
the e-marriage will be very soon. I can tell you that much.
You're gonna have a Second Life wedding or something.
She
That'd
actually
be
really
dope.
likes Second Life. Actually,
Second Life's pretty cool. I would play it if I had money to spend on it. If
I
I was
was
the type.
when she told me you need to spend money on ass physics, I was like, are you serious? You're joking me. And she's like, no, you need to really spend money on this. I'm like, but
When I played Second Life with one of my friends,
you're telling
there
me you need to
was
spend $20 for ass physics?
there's yeah. Well, you get you can make like really bootleg really bootleg avatars, and when I was playing it for free, there was this like big dragon head that was free, and I just
Yeah.
put it on my head instead of my head, and I just walk around and um it was like midnight, so there were Australians on all the time. And me and my friends would walk around and I'd play my keyboard and I'd make like raps and I'd rap about how much I hate Australia or something. This is when I was like 14 or 15, so it was stupid. I'd put
That's
on like
awesome.
I'd play my keyboard and
Hell
be like,
yeah.
Australia is Australia or something. Some stupid
Oh.
shit like that.
New Pretty Boy Sexy
New Pretty Boy Sexy. It's called Fuck Australia.
featuring
By
Gravehinge.
featuring Gravehenge. Yeah, when I'm gonna go to Australia, Pretty Boy Sexy and Gravehenge link up, and we get Gravehenge some bitches.
Looking forward to that. We have one last segment, probably the most intimate one, where basically
Alright.
you spill the beans and you say a secret of yours. Something that you wouldn't
A
tell anyone
secret.
else, except for the suicide outline, of course.
Okay, yes. God. Problem is, I don't know how many like interesting secrets I have. There's
I
gotta
mean,
be there's gotta be one because I wanna make it like an actual secret that I wouldn't tell. Um,
ever cheated on someone?
ever cheated on someone? Um, I have one time when okay, well, I didn't actually like go through with it, but I was in I think right out of high school, and I was dating this girl. It wasn't super serious yet. We'd only been dating for like a few months, and the the girl that I really had a thing for in high school like hit me up and wanted to hang out, and she lived in like on the border with Mexico, like 45, 30 minutes away.
Spicy.
So I drove all the way down there and completely fucking blew it and did not did not end up actually doing it with her. But so that's probably even more embarrassing. That's even
You were
more
just
embarrassing
awkward?
than cheating. Yeah, I was just awkward and I just left. I didn't do anything with her.
Probably for the better.
It was for the better. I look back on it now and I'm glad. I think part of me was awkward because I knew that I shouldn't be doing this. Um and since then, I have not cheated. I did there was when I was with this one of my most recent girlfriends. Um we were in an open relationship.
Oh my
Um
god, what?
like symmetric. It was really really fucked up and complicated. Like I don't want to get into the whole thing, but anyways,
Like polygamy type of
she
thing?
yeah she broke up with her other boyfriend, and then she wanted me to break up with my other girlfriend, and so I did break up with her, but we never said we weren't in an open relationship. So I hooked up with the girl I just broke up with like a few days after we broke up, and she found out and was really really upset about it. And I guess I should have realized that like that's not something you're supposed to do, but I'm literally like pretty autistic, honestly. So I like in my mind I was like, well, we're not dating. I just hooked up with her, so
Yeah,
it's fine,
I did
right?
no wrong.
But like I think it was wrong, so I would consider that cheating looking back on it.
I think
And
willingly going into an open relationship is where you went wrong.
yeah, that's the thing. I was exploring my newfound sexuality, um, and I explored a bit too much, and didn't ask myself whether it was
And
something that was healthy for me and what I really wanted, and was just like, yeah, this is what cool adults who have sex do. Is they do stuff like this, so I'm gonna go ahead and do stuff like this. Would not recommend it. 0 out of 10. It was very emotionally like bad for everybody involved.
Yeah.
Nobody was better at the end of it. No one was better for it. It was really messy. It was terrible. So yeah, open relationships. If you can make it work, good on you. But 9 out of 10 times, just stay away from that, man.
10 out of 10 times stay away.
10 out of 10. Okay, yeah, I'll even go that extra step. I'll say 10 out
Yeah.
of 10 times. At least I'm 0 for 1. I'm 0 for 1 on it right now. So that's 10 out of 10 times. Stay away. It's
There's
not a
no
good idea, guys.
there's no end game with an open relationship. Like you're not gonna end up having a family with 3 people.
Yeah, and that makes things really weird for like
Oh
a
Yeah.
yeah,
friendship. Really weird.
I can't imagine if I was a kid and I had like a mom and 2 dads or something.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
That'd be
Imagine like
so fucking weird.
your bullies at school find out.
Oh,
And yeah, your
God forbid.
mom has 2 dads, or your mom has 2 husbands. Your mom's a whore.
Shit.
Oh man, that'd be so bad. So yeah, don't ever do that, especially if you're gonna have kids. Uh, remember how mean kids can be, and don't put your kids through that.
Do I have to tell a secret,
Honestly.
crazy, or is it for the guest?
You seem eager to tell a secret, so of course.
Oh, no. Are you dead ass?
Yeah?
Not fucking with me on this one.
No, yeah, tell a secret.
Fuck. I have to think of something like that's very denigrating for my character as a whole.
Um
I don't know if I can top C9K's thing.
I extracted it from him.
Yeah, I'm
It's
I'm an
good.
open book. I'll talk about, especially on the internet. Like, who cares? It's not
Yeah.
real. None of
Yeah,
this
it's
is
true.
real.
Yeah, that's true.
The
So
gay little people on the screen will ultimately
yeah,
cease to exist the moment I deactivate my accounts. So
exactly.
ultimately, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Okay.
Anytime I want, I could delete all of my music and get rid of everything, and then like I don't exist anymore. So like, worst comes to worst,
The only things that exist are the things people remember about you, the files they might have kept. That's it. Other than that, you're not real. You're only represented by the JPEGs and the things you leave.
Uh well to other people, but to yourself, you exist as a human and you still have like a
Yeah.
life.
Okay, but a secret though?
Yeah.
I can't think of like.
Like
I'm trying to think of
something
something
really
interesting.
messed up.
Something really
Nothing?
messed up, huh? Like I'm
Nothing.
trying to think of something messed up, but I like. Okay,
Any
like I don't know
funny
if it's
necrophilia stories?
no.
any
Okay,
unfunny
here's a.
necrophilia stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. No. Fuck! I can't come up with content anything. Um.
You ever
Well, I guess like
think about?
here I have something. I have something.
All right.
So I tried to quit smoking, and
Okay.
unfortunately I'm back on. And so I'm not sure if it's gonna be a habit that and I'm like I'm still like on my bullshit, and probably gonna be on that bullshit. Fortunately,
That
so
sucks,
it's
especially
very.
since you told everybody that you quit.
Yeah, so like I kind of it's like very unfortunate. Like it's not good. I've been trying to knock out the vices from my life. I've gotten rid of PMO. I've gotten rid of I don't like drinking or weed. I don't like,
That's
especially
good.
not going to touch hard drugs.
What is
But like
PMO? Is
it's
that porn masturbation
yeah,
only?
yeah, porn, masturbation, orgasm.
So
So
you do none of those things at all, or not with the three together?
I would prefer not to do any of those. Especially not the M part. I don't like that bit at all.
I think the P part is worse than the M part, though.
Oh yeah, the P part I think
Oh,
yeah,
definitely,
it's a
yeah.
lot worse. P part is bad, and then after the O is like, oh well, fucking why? Why did I fall
Yeah,
down again?
that's good. I am also religiously, I guess not religiously, but what's the word I'm looking for? Vehemently, I don't know, extremely porn free. I am anti porn. I do not watch porn. I do not want to see pornographic images.
Yeah, it's not cool. But I picked up smoking again, and I do need to sincerely quit. Either like quit for good, or at least like tone way the fuck down on how much I smoke. Is like with the lady, I get like kind of anxious and stressed, and so like I smoke a lot.
Are you in an environment where your friends all smoke?
No, it's just me. It's
Oh.
strictly just me.
Damn. I mean, like, tell your friends, hey, every time you catch me smoking, gang rape me or something. Or like,
Take that fucker out of my mouth and throw the bitch across the street.
yeah. Like, do you go out of your
Throw it.
way to buy cigarettes every single time?
No. Here's the
So
thing.
you have
I
a
have a plug. A fucking goddamn it. So I have a plug. They got a hold of me good portion of American Spirits. So I think what I'm gonna do
burn it right now.
is I'm gonna no, they're not. They're not with me. But what I'm gonna
Oh,
do is I'm
okay.
gonna run through them. I agreed with the lady that we're gonna share the last pack I have together, and that's gonna be
That's
the only pack
why
I
would you?
have.
That's gonna be like sharing
What?
your last cigarette together is like such like a romantic thing that you're gonna do with your lady, right? You're
How
gonna
do you
associate the
share a
cigarette. You're gonna
No, I'm
associate the
gonna meet her.
feeling
I'm
with
gonna meet her.
of love
Okay.
with the
I have
cigarettes.
plans to meet this girl.
Oh, is she
Like,
not like that
there's
far away? Is she like within driving
no,
distance?
no, she's not. She's actually quite far,
Oh,
unfortunately.
that sucks. That's awful.
She's around your part of the United States, Cyborg, which is very
like
unfortunate.
like the South.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah, don't worry. I won't steal her. You have my pretty boy sexy promise.
I trust you. Don't worry. But I have full intentions of meeting this girl, and it's probably gonna be in the summer of 2022.
I really hope it works out.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
I hope so
dude.
too.
I pray I've been praying a lot more recently when I need to just pray period like every day and give Thanksgiving. But I've been praying a lot for it to just be for us to be good because I really do like this girl and I've not liked a girl in a very long time.
Is she religious as well?
Yes.
Okay, then your chances of like you're both religious, you both have
Yeah.
things in common. Yeah, it could definitely work out.
So it's a matter of just long distance and the reason why I'm really pursuing this too is because I have two friends. One who used to live in California, and the other lives in Virginia. The one in California, she was dating my buddy in Virginia, and they made it work. So my buddy in California, moved to Virginia to be with her boyfriend, and now they're doing like fucking great. They had to make that long distance sort of thing work too, and so that's what I'm trying to do here. It's actually quite funny. It's actually quite funny to me because my buddy in California, her situation is quite similar to my girlfriend's situation. It's very interesting. It's like almost similar. It's kind of fucked up how similar it is. They're not the same person. Obviously, they're not the same person. It's like there's overlaps. It's like, wow, family that's just shitty. Fucking wow, horrible
Daddy
relationships with
issues.
like men. No, my gal's got mother issues. But still, it's just like it's interesting. Like wow, there's just an
Mhm.
overlap. Fucked up. Like this, like the worst shit ever. But I want to get the E date or good ending where we finally meet and I get to hold her hand and be with the person I've like sincerely that I really sincerely care for and only have like had true feelings for the first time in like years.
That was based.
Hope she
That's a
sees this,
based
man.
motive.
And on that
Yeah.
note, thank you for coming on, guys. Have a Merry Christmas.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thank
it was
you.
fun. It was fun. Thank you for inviting me.
Anytime.
All right, love y'all. I'll
Stream C9K.
stream
C9K.
C9K, stream Hotline Suicide podcast, stream Dead Redditor.
Yeah.
Stream all of us. We all make SoundCloud stuff.
Yep.
So
Stream our shit.
follow if you're hearing this, follow everyone involved.
Damn straight.
And most importantly, have a Merry Christmas. Tell your family Merry Christmas. Even if you don't like your family, tell them Merry Christmas.
That's right. Merry Christmas and to all a good night.